What is it that I do every single day? Now, by the way, executing on these 5 things takes me no more than 20 minutes to a half hour every single day. What do? I make 5 notes a day. 5 notes a day to friends and family. Old friends and family. 5 notes a day. And by the way, I have to think, somebody asked me about this a couple of years ago, and I really had to think, what is it that I'm actually doing? It was so natural and so ingrained. And so I had to think, and I just, so that's what I do, 5 notes a day to old friends and family. Let them know what you're doing, let them know where you are, let them know that you care about them, stay in touch with your network, send them notes, send them emails, send them meaningful material. Again, keep in touch with your network and keep connected to the people that are in your network. So 5 notes a day to old friends and family. Okay? The next thing that I do every single day is I make 5 personal contacts every single day to new friends. I collect business cards as you do, and I follow up. In fact, anybody who gives me a business card will hear from me. There is no business card that I get that you do not hear from me, one way or the other. I follow up. I practice what I preach. So I make 5 personal contacts, okay, every day with new friends. Now, it depends on proximity. If it's a new friend that's in Cleveland where I live, it may be a breakfast, a lunch, or a dinner. It may be a note. It may be a phone call. Right? But some sort of follow. All right? I make 5 personal contacts. Well, I don't even call them personal contacts. I make 5 sales calls every day. But I don't sell anything. In other words, these are people that I sold something to at some point in time in life, and I'm just checking in with them to see if, in fact, there's anything that I can do for them. Okay? So, 5 sales calls every single day. But don't sell anything. Just touch base. Now here's a powerful one. I make 5 introductions every day of people who need to know each other. I cannot even begin to tell you how much that has paid off. So I'll meet somebody tonight, and I'll have somebody in my inventory of people that they need to know. And I make that introduction. And that's very easy to do. Okay, very easy to do with email. You don't necessarily have to line up a conference call. You can, depending on the level of the 2 people, but it's very easy to facilitate an email introduction. Okay, so I do that every single day. Right? So, is that 5? Is that 5? Is that 5? That's 4. So you guys are counting. And then I make, just in general, what I call 5 follow-up contacts. All right? These are people that I initiated a contact with through one of my 4 steps, and I'm just following up. I may have initiated a contact, and there was some action step. I just follow up. And I've become well known for following up. Follow up, follow up, follow up. The other thing that I do, that I learned from an old school brother, LeBaron Taylor, Senior Vice President of Sony back in the day, is that I return everybody's phone call within an hour, unless I'm on a flight somewhere. I return everyone's phone call. If you took the time to call me on my cell phone, and by the way, I give out my cell phone number, I'm going to call you back. Now, I've learned how to manage my phone calls. Right? And you're going to have to learn how to manage your phone calls. Because when you start calling old friends and family, those conversations can be very long. Right? And you start rolling your eyes, oh God, I got to call 2 or 3 family members and they're going to want to talk. No, no, no. There's a way, there's an art to that. So, if you don't want to do that, here's how you position it. Here's how you frame that discussion. Hi, Mary. I'm just about to get on a plane. I have 2 minutes before the doors close. I was thinking of you, and I just wanted to touch base to see how you're doing. And then, of course, that's all you need to say, and Mary is going to take up the full 2 minutes, right? And then you gently remind her, the doors are getting ready to close. We got to manage that, right? I mean, there's some calls you have to manage. There are other calls you don't want to manage. But you have to gently do it, okay? So, those are some things that you can do and to develop a system to regularly network, okay? Now, what is the number one mistake that we make when networking? Is we network to get something as opposed to give. Most of us are networking the wrong way. You see, if you ain't giving, you ain't getting. Right. If you have nothing, it's because you've given nothing. That you cannot take out of life that which you have not put into life, just as you cannot take out of the bank that which you have not put into the bank. Right. So networking really is about giving. It is not about getting. And the first person in the new relationship that gives wins. Let me say that differently. What is the purpose of life? I'm going to tell you what the purpose of life, and you will never have another excuse that you don't know why you're sucking up this good air. The purpose of life, very simply, brothers and sisters, is to love, to give, to serve, and to add value to somebody or something. That's the purpose of life. That's biblical. Right? So, if you ever notice me in a conversation with a new person in a room like this, first, it's a short conversation, generally speaking, unless I have the time. If it's a 5-minute conversation, you're probably going to start by asking me something about me. I'm going to artfully answer your question directly. And then without you knowing it, I'm going to turn the dime, and the rest, so let's say it's a 5-minute conversation, maybe 15 to 20 seconds will be about me, but 4.5 minutes will be about you. You won't even know that you're talking about you. Now, why am I more interested in you than you are in me? Because I'm trying to find out who you really are. I'm trying to find out what you really need. And as you're talking about you, I'm going through my mental inventory of how I can serve you. Instantly. You see, because I'm always in a contest with you, but I never tell you. And the contest I'm in with you, and I said it earlier, who gives first wins. So I'm trying to win this contest. And the only way for me to win is to find out what you need. So, that's the biggest mistake that we make, is we network to get something. You network to give instead of network. That is the first and foremost principle of all effective networking. You give first, you share always, the getting comes later. Now,